tell us, are you satisfied with the briefing?
Yeah, let me give you some thoughts about what just transpired in there this morning. We talked about how historic and fateful these moments are. This is a historic time that we live in, and this has been an incredible 2 weeks. Of course, it began with Israel's strikes that were targeted against Iran's nuclear and ballistic missile programs. They eliminated nearly the entire top echelon of Iran's military command and nuclear scientists. And then, of course, this past weekend, the United States acted as we needed to act. And we had our military forces, of course, strike the heart of Iran's nuclear weapons program. We delivered a major setback that resulted then in a feeble face-saving response from Iran, and immediately thereafter a ceasefire agreement. We want to commend President Trump for his decisive and bold leadership and thank our military intelligence and diplomatic professionals for what they've accomplished. It is a true testament to America's leadership and military strength. And I will tell you, I was heartened by the briefing that we just got here and the reaction by all of our colleagues. It was bipartisan. There were Republicans and Democrats there. There was a couple of moments of rousing applause in support for our outstanding, extraordinary military servicemen and women. The pride that we all have as Americans, as the only nation on the face of the planet that is capable of this kind of decisive action. And again, as I said, it takes bold leadership to do so. The briefing today was thorough, I think very helpful for the members. They relayed very important information and that were in the minds of members of the House here, and I know they did the same in the Senate yesterday. So we are blessed to be led by a cabinet of officials who are so good at their jobs, to have the acumen of an extraordinary chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Kane, and all of the personnel that work there at the Pentagon and in the U.S. military. I'm very proud to be an American today. I think everyone should be. And what I will say next, and what we expect, and one of the things that was discussed this morning, is that we now need Iran to engage with us in direct, good faith talks, negotiations, not through third parties, not through other countries. They need to sit down at the table with us and ensure that this peace is truly lasting. We're on the verge of a real peace in the Middle East for the first time in a long time. And that's because of the decisive leadership of the United States. Everyone around the world understands that. The president got a fantastic reception, as you know, at the NATO meeting, at the summit. And it is so encouraging to us that for the first time now, the other countries, NATO partners, are agreeing to commit 5% of their GDP to the fund to defend the peace around the world. The American people, American taxpayers cannot be leaned upon to carry everyone else any longer. We have to have and pursue an America First policy, and that means what is in America's interest. Of course, what has been done here was not just in America's interest, but in the interest of all peace-loving and people and free people around the world. So I have a couple of my great colleagues, our Majority Leader, Steve Scalise.